It is visible for me. Okay, disconnected again.
Okay. Is it fine? Are you able to see the screen, voice, everything clear now?
Voice is fine, but this screen is not visible.
Fine, man.
Yeah, now it's visible.
Okay, but it takes some time, like few seconds. Okay. Okay. I hope all.
Okay, will
Yeah. All
no,
can
no,
see
no.
the
I
screen.
could not able to see it showing blank.
Mm-hmm. Which window you
Can we
open?
wait 2, 3? Yeah, yeah. Now it is fine.
It
It's
takes some
taking
time.
time. I hope. Yeah.
Okay.
Now it is fine. Yeah.
Now everybody is
It's not from
How you open on mobile or laptop?
mobile.
Yeah. Better, I think recommended is laptop. Okay. I think we'll wait. I think it takes some time, couple of seconds or minute.
Okay.
Okay, I hope all others also can able to see the screen. Yeah. The problem here, I think they have enhanced some features of MS Teams. Like now we can able to share with reference to single screen and multiple screens. Okay. Anyways, actually, this session is recording. If something have some technical issues, you can go through the recording ones. If you got any something not understand, you can come to me. Okay. Today's class we're gonna discuss about the networking. Actually, it's an fundamentals of networking. Some of the important like a definition of networking and how we can explain the networking concepts and some of the real time scenarios. Okay. How can we explain based upon like comparing with our real time scenarios with the networking concepts. Okay, this is the glance of today's class. Okay, in this class we talk about what about the computer networks. Okay, computer network. First, we basically start upon what is network. Okay, what is network? And again, in networks, what we have multiple network types. We have in that computer networks. Okay, how what is computer network? How the computer networks structure means how we can define a computer network. What are the components available exist on the computer network. The next we're gonna discuss on the different types of topologies. Okay, topology is nothing but the architecture, like how the connectivity from one node to the other node, like it's an end-to-end connectivity from one end user to the other side, other end user, like two end users. The whole connectivity, how the connectivity exists, it's basically focusing on the networking, like core networking. My nodes, my devices are how it can be connected from one like a device to other device. It might be the switch or it might be the switch. Okay, Kalpana, can you something like log out and log in again from Teams?
Yeah, sure. Then.
Okay. Okay. uh, the topology will tell us about the diagrammatical view or connectivity from the from throughout the network. Okay. Okay. Are you able to see now, Kalpana?
Yeah, Anna. It's showing.
Okay. Okay, that is about the computer network topologies. Okay, the architecture or diagrammatical flow, the connectivity from one node to the other node. Okay, in these actually because of some restrictions, we are not showing the till end user connectivity. Yeah, we can show the connectivity as a diagrammatical or pictorial view from one node to the starting node to the ending node. It inclusive of the different network components like the firewall, the router, the switch, or some hub. There are other things like mm, load balancer. But in the starting classes, we are not talking about the like high level equipment, load balancer, security devices or security appliances. We have like both hardware type or software type security appliances are there. Those things are we are not discussing in the right now. We in the further, if required, we can discuss. After topology, network topologies, we have some different modes of communication. Okay, this is like the thing we generally use on our daily communications. Okay, the how the communication flow happen. Okay, actually we have three types of communication modes exist. One is simplex, the second one is off duplex, and the third and final one full duplex communication modes. In the further slides, we can discuss like in detail what is the simplex mode and the real-time example of simplex mode, which system works on simplex mode, we can explain. The other last one is the CSMA and CD protocol. Basically, on switch, we just what we know as of now, we have connected by using a switch or router or any networking device. When you do by using some messenger or by using some email or by using some communication tool, whatever the thing you are passing from one system to second system, it immediately appears on the second system. That means when you or like for your friend, when you type hi, like it's just like within a fraction of seconds at the same time, means instantly he's receiving the message. But what is happening on the back end, what type of protocol exists basically on a switch side, during the communication they have some there is some like actually this is CSMA CD is very old protocol. Okay, I'll explain like a full deep in the slides. Okay, this is very old protocol, we never use that. Okay, but we want to know that like okay how the switch communication is happened before and how it is happening now. Okay, this is the like a high level what we are going to discuss on today's class. Okay, let's go through the each slides in detail. First of all, what is a computer network? Okay, first thing like the definition of network. Network is nothing but the collection of some entities. Okay, it might be anything like you have some people they do network business. Network business means the it's like many people have formed one group, like they have some different content contacts, and through their contacts they can increase their the network capacity, and they do sell the products. Here the computer network, it's a collection of different different devices. Okay, different devices, those devices might be anything. Okay, they can be used any type of devices. What happens, those devices, by using those devices we can make our communication effectively. Okay, what how can we define computer network is a collection of some resource, or you can say devices, or you can say entities, where it useful like it establish the effective communication may happen. If you want, you can note down somewhere like a running notes, like only the important key points how to define a network. Okay, by doing that what happens, okay, by establishing the network we can able to make communication. Again, why you need to have a communication or computer means any network. Okay, establishment. Here the cases are different. Okay, for example, the two people are sitting in a room. Okay, they want to speak. Okay, is that any like network setup is required? No, because the human have some frequency. Okay, human can able to speak or hear some frequency range. Okay, can anybody tell what is the human can hear the frequency range from which frequency, lower frequency to high frequency? What is the band of the human ear can hear?
I think this 20 megahertz to 22,000 megahertz or kilohertz something.
Yeah, 20 hertz to 20,000 kilo or
Yeah.
megahertz. Okay, in this is the frequency range, but again in the frequency range the best frequency is like what is 4 kilohertz. Okay, in 4 kilohertz uh, we can, that is the best frequency. Yeah, we can able to hear the lower frequencies from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, but the problem is the very low frequency, it's very hard to hear. Very high frequency also we cannot like hear very comfortably. Okay, in that and what would be the range might be, we are not sure the dimension from where you can like till what distance you can able to hear. That again depends upon how much like the wave or the signal you can generate. Okay, the analog signal, the voice or sound signal you can produce, how much distance you can like make it. Okay, that depends upon that. That is the scenario, like use case one. The second use case, for example, one person is sitting in a one floor. The guy is sitting on the same building on the other floor. One person is in ground floor. The second person who want to communicate on the like third floor. Is it possible they can speak without any like a communication system? It is hard, it is not possible we can say, because of there are some different like obstacles like walls, some other objects in between that. The second thing is the source person, like the information which who generate that, he not able to speak that much loudly, like okay. In that case, yeah, we need some type of system. Okay, and the third use case, like two persons are in a two different buildings. No, we need some external communication system. The person is in a different place in in same one metro city, Bangalore. He's in a two different places. Like one is in who, one guy is in Marathali and other guy is in Majestic. Okay, he cannot speak without any communication system. Okay, the same case, like the persons are in two different metro cities. Okay, in the same country, and the persons who like in a two different countries. These are the some of the use case. In all these cases, okay, we need in some external system or communication system that can be established some network. Okay, some network, through the network the communication make happen. Okay, that type of communication network is important. Unless the network system we cannot able to make here. What like in a network, that like entire network system, computer networks. Okay, computer networking, like enterprise networking is one of the, like it's a subset of the networking system. It's one small part. Here what we can do, we are we are using some of the resources, we can call it like a shared resources or some devices. Okay, computer network device, by using the those network or computer network system we can happen. Okay, and what are the different types of network device we have, like we can divide into two types. One is like the end user end systems, like end devices and networking devices. We all know what is end devices, like the name itself suggests that end device, like the end customers or end people who operates it, like we as the end device, like all the people having they have their own laptop, they have their like gadgets, mobiles, a lot more, or their printer, some servers, like some server team they have, they can access some servers. These are the some different devices. Okay, they can access those devices, comes under end user category. And the other thing is network devices. Okay, if you have two end devices, you have to connect with the two end devices. You need an um, the network device to establish the connectivity. Okay, without the network device you cannot connect, you cannot connect each other. Okay, And what type of network device you use, that depends upon the your use case. Okay, if it is if it is in the same building, you can use one hub. Okay, one switch is enough. For example, if it is in a different place, you are connecting with two different networks. Okay, in a different places, two different LAN networks. That time you will go with the router. And for example, if you have some high end some financial or high confidential data you are dealing, that time you need an security device. We use a firewall or proxy to make some security. Okay, these are the different computer networking devices. Okay, this is the diagram. You can see here. You have these comes under end devices, laptop, smartphones. Okay, you have these are the PCs. Okay, this portion we can call it as an end device: server, IP phone, desktop. Okay, this IP phone is nothing but internet protocol phone. It uses the voice will be sent on the data networks. Okay, and it will send to the it's like an the packet. Once it will convert, IP phone convert the voice. Like voice is an analog, it will convert from the voice signal, analog signal, to the digital signal, and it will send across the digital network. Okay, the same thing. Like the other end, it's an other end. Like whatever the process we happen, the other side is the the reverse process of that. Okay, so here if you have any modulation, the other end is demodulation. Okay, whatever the thing happen on the source side, the receiver side should be the different thing. Why? Because if you are you talking two users are there. One user means one user is this side, is using IP phone. Other end users also using IP phone. If you are convert the data into digital, if you are send the digital data to that guy, he can understand no, because he only knows that, means whatever we are speaking, that is in some medium, some language, maybe the English. If I speak in the same language, if you know that language, you can able to hear, understand, and you understand, means you can interrupt that language. But if you are sending something, like if I send hello or hi, if I send in a binary format like ones and zeros, the person on other end, he cannot able to interrupt the data, and he cannot able to convert the data into the digital to the analog. Okay, that would be the failure of the system. The main motto of the system, the signal, the information. Okay, the information is nothing but, what is information? The useful raw data. Okay, we have we are getting lot of different noises, sounds, or some words in that. Whatever the data which it is useful for us, that is called information. Okay, the information data which is which is at the source, the same type of data will be sent to the receiver. But in a system we are deploying in a digital binary communication system, it is not possible to send on the same way. Okay, that signal should be have done some transformation. Okay, transformation like changing the signal characteristics or form from analog to the digital. Again, the digital data in all our computer networks, it always deals with ones and zeros, because it works on a binary systems. Again, we have to say, change to some of the codes different, based upon what algorithm and what setup. We have some different ANSI, ASCII, different codes are there. How these can be understand, might be the computers or OS, it would be understand the devices. They have some internal iOS they have, and other end the same data it should be transfer. Okay, that is the motto. Here all this comes under the end devices, smartphones, laptop, server, IP phone, printer, scanner. All this comes under the end user devices. What is network devices? Network devices are this one: Wi-Fi router, like the classic router, switches. Okay, and depends where it is required, depends on the requirement and the function of the device, we can deploy in that place. Okay, this is about what is computer network and what is end user devices and network devices. Okay. Yeah, next one is computer network topologies. Okay, as I said before, what is topology? Topology is nothing but the diagrammatical or pictorial view of the connectivity of a device. Okay, for example, here you can see there is a computer. This is computer A, and this is computer G. Okay, the computer A, the computer G, how it is connected? It is connected via like a serial connection or some bus connection. This is only a single line. We have in one line we have connected the computer A and computer G on a same line. Okay, uh, this is the connectivity diagram, how the connectivity diagram will exist. Okay, why we use this, this is very useful to understand the communication flow, like how the communication. Okay, if I say I'm sending the data, means from one computer to other computer, how it will be go? If you send the data from this computer, it will send on this like the serial pipe, the serial line. From here it is reaching to the this G. Okay, sometimes there are different connectivity diagram. Okay, that would be like tells you how the how the communication from the source machine to the destination machine is goes. Okay, you should understand this terminology, like what is show, like a source machine, the destination machine, and the communication, the information, the network, the topologies. Okay, here we have like different types of network topologies exist. These are the some different topology networks. Okay, the main we use as bus topology. Okay, bus topology we can call it as an the linear network topology. Okay, and there are some like why we are deploying, like on what basis we have decided the these topologies. Okay, for example, you have bus is there, ring topology, mesh topology, tree, star, and hybrid. In this topology, in a system, how you decide like which topology you want to deploy. Okay, that is based upon the by analyzing the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, what is the requirement and what type, like again, all we do in a business, its business is like the profit oriented, and we always like look at look or emphasize the expenditure, like how much expenditure you are putting for a building a network. The first thing, when you want to build a network, whatever the investment you do, that is called capex, capital, like capital expenditure. After building establishment done, like once you given those network into the real time, like on production, that is called operations. During the operation, what would be the maintenance cost, operations cost? Okay, based upon those two things, and the requirement. Okay, what type of customer he is. Okay, sometimes we spend more money on some customers because those are some high priority customers, like we can call it as a gold customer. Sometimes like when you give any service to some some people, we can categorize those people based upon the income returns. Okay, some we can I'm running a business XYG. I have some five customers. In five customers, like two customers I get lot of business. Okay, for them I can I treat them as an like high priority customer. I can label them as the gold customer. Whatever the I'm ready to invest some more money to make to give them the better services. Okay, the same like here, the bus ring topology again depends upon the requirement, like based upon the customer, which customer we are deploying the network, and the expenditure, how much expenditure will put on the initial established setup a network, and after that what would be the operational cost. The first thing is famous thing, first and most used network connectivity type is bus topology. Bus topology, what will happen? It is a linear pipe. In the linear pipe we have connected all the networks on is like a linear way. What would be the like advantages or disadvantages or by using this network? The advantages is less less in expenditure, because you have a single linear, there won't be a much a deployment this thing, and less complex. It's a simple one, so it's simple line. You can you can take like you got a doubt like how you connected, how can we connect like all the systems on a single pipe. Okay, we don't the this type of pipe is not exist, but the diagrammatically this means you have one switch or one hub will be there. In a one hub you are connecting all the systems. Okay, because the each systems we can only able to connect two systems at a time. Okay, if you want to connect the third system, it is not possible to connect the third system. Okay, this is the bus topology. It's very easy to deploy, less in maintenance and setup. But the disadvantages is let us consider, for example, if A want to send some data to G, but if there is a cut between A to B, the data flow is down, means the customer is down till this link came up, because it's a linear connectivity. There is no secondary path. But if this setup you are using to set up some bank customer, what will happen? The bank is down, the bank website or bank transaction system is down till this link you should make up. Okay, what is the disadvantage is very vulnerable to service down, means there is no secondary or redundancy path. Okay, if any failures in the main or primary path, the system should down until they clear those things. Okay, this is the ring topology. Okay, in ring topology the same like the linear topology, but there won't be any end-to-end point. This would be in a closed path. Okay, all the networks are in a like for example, if one system will connected to the other systems, means other neighbors, like the end systems also, this might be the first one and this might be the last one, those two systems are also connected in the same way. Okay, what is the advantage and disadvantage of this case is, like the advantage is we have the redundancy, something like if any this path, one of the path fail happen, until this path works, the systems will work. Okay, it's a more more productivity, something like if one link down also, the other link will work, other link will survive. Okay, if any multiple links down, then only it get the problem. Okay, this link down and this link down, these two systems are isolated, but these four systems will work. Okay, depends upon depends upon the one connectivity, the systems will have the communication. These four systems have communication only, this link down and this link down, these two systems only isolated. Okay. But the problem is, compared to the bus topology, the ring topology is having more expensive, because you need one more link. Okay, on that side, we are not using the end-to-end system connection establishment from last system to first system. Here you use one more link. This might be the fiber or this might be the copper cable. This cost will be like included. Okay, but not the heavy cost difference. Only few penny differences. The next model is mesh topology. Okay, mesh topology is nothing but, let me, like each system. Okay, this is one system. For example, you have something, four links are there. This system will goes the four connectivity to other systems. Like you can see here, you have five systems here. This system will connected with all the systems. This system like this. Okay, that means it creates a mess. It has like more redundancy compared to linear and bus. For example, in this system you have five nodes, all four links down also, the connection will up on the this side. Okay, this is having high redundancy. Okay, but again it depends, it is like more cost involves. Okay, it's not a cost effective system, it involves more cost. Why? Because you need four redundancy links. Again, these four links will use only when one of the link is down. Okay, if the link is not become down, these fours are having no traffic flow. Okay, again we can use these links for the load balancing. Okay, load balancing means traffic sharing. Okay, if I'm sending like one video file having of 10 mbps, how I can do, I can send like 5 links are there, 2 mbps, 2 mbps, 2 mbps, 2 mbps. Okay, in a second the data will send to the receiver. But how we are means the network is maintaining, that is different. But most of the cases these type of links only we can use if one of the link is down. That means if the link is not down for a whole year, these 4 links are waste only, because we have never used these links. Okay, how the network planner will design your network, based on that network it will work. Okay, or else it is like a waste of the cost. Okay, because we are not using these links, they have some fiber links. Okay, this is some 10G pipe fiber link from, might be this is, the system is in Chennai, this system is in Hyderabad or Bangalore. This link is maintaining this fiber again, like we need a lot like in a fiber team we required, some operations team required, like field team, many team they have something like a, let us assume some per 1 year you have some 10,000 USD dollars. Okay, for means maintaining this network, some 50 lakh, some 60 lakhs to 70 lakhs you are wasting on these links, because we only put for redundancy, means if any this link fails, okay, go to this link, these 4 links. But you are not this link is not at all fail. Okay, these 4 links are waste only, we just simply wasted our money. Like one link is 50 lakhs, means 4 is like 2 crores money for 1 year. Okay, and if you are like effective network like planner, you can use this as a like a load balancing, like sending the traffic across by using these 4 links. Okay, by giving some preference. Okay, we can do that. This is the mesh topology. The next one is the tree topology. Like how the tree will be there, tree we can know that tree we have a stem, like after that we have a branch 1, branch 2. From that branches you have some leaves type. Okay, there are some connectivity type. This is like a branch type. Here you have like 2 branches. This is also uh, this is like this is a stem we can consider. This is hub or some switch. For example, if any problem happen for this stem, I means this switch, what happens, the whole network will down. This portion A will not communicate with the portion B. Okay, this is the failure network topology. We are less used in our networks. Okay, very rare we can use. Okay, and the name we can call it as a hub and spoke module. These are the hub and these are the spoke. Okay, spoke systems, like end devices are spoke, and the main devices we can call it as an hub devices. This is a star topology. Yeah, we name itself shows that the single node which is connected to the all the systems. It is called a star topology. Okay, the same like that compared to tree, like the stem goes down. Here, any hub goes down. One this system goes down, all the systems become down. This is also not highly recommendable, but it's an easy and small budget implementation. The next one is hybrid model. Hybrid model is we talk about like multiple models, bus, ring, mm, sorry, bus ring. We have tree model, star model. Like this what is the what this model represents, hybrid. We know the name hybrid suggests that the combination of two or more. If you have a ring and if you have a tree, both are connected in both are using interconnected, that model is called hybrid model. This hybrid module are basically used for the effective like optimize or okay optimized. Like optimization means the effective resource usage. Okay, how we can able to effectively use these resources by using this model we can use this is a combination of two or more network modules. Okay, any doubts till now? I'll give 1 minute.
can we able to identify in our company which topology they are used? Any commands or any structure is there to identify?
No, that actually your company database only. If the network engineer they have the data, if like newly joined people, they can share the company architecture. But if you want to make, that will take lot of time.
Okay.
You can use some trace command, like you don't know, okay, you have the from your machine, like source machine, and you want to know one destination server where it is. You just do the trace, but the trace always gives the only the connectivity from the source machine to the destination machine, and it will not show the other devices.
Okay.
It will show only this path to here. It won't show, for example, if you are doing from this machine to this machine, it will only do the
Okay.
trace in this path. It won't show these other connectivity devices. They have like a
Okay. Okay. It will not show complete structure, and it will show only the path where to where it is connected.
correct, yeah. We don't have some specific commands, but yeah, by understanding, or like they have, everybody they have their own database systems, like how the network connectivity.
Okay.
Okay. uh, Communication mode. Okay, as we discuss about the communication, we have three different mode communications are there, and these two are like very old communication modes. But yeah, even some of the systems we still using these communications. Okay, first one is simplex mode. Simplex mode, like always, it is a one way communication, like we are sending, always senders sends the data and receiver receive the data. Okay, that is like one way communication. The user want to send the data, it's like the recording video. Okay, for example, might be you are watching on YouTube recording video. You cannot able to like interrupt the video, or you can like communicate back. Okay, that is called simplex system. And the main the best example is radio systems. Like we have some the FM, radio, television. In these communication systems, we always able to see the communication, like view the communication or hear the communication. We unable to send back to that. Okay, whatever they broadcast we can receive when you set your phone, or like you fine tune your frequency, or you can put on your television on which channel. Okay, we cannot able to communicate back to them. Okay, that is called simplex mode. Okay, next one is off duplex. Off duplex, the communication mode, it is also one type of simplex, but not all time. What happened? Like only one device at a time can able to speak. Okay, for example, if you have two devices, okay, device A and device B, and sometimes device A want to send some data to device B. That time device B is mute. Something for 1 hour device A plays to sends the data. The other hour device B sends the data to device A. Okay, it is one way, like it is a both way communication with some restriction. Both the persons cannot speak at a time. Okay, data, because we have a path, like how the data is transmitted or sends and receives. It sends over the network path. Okay, you cannot able to send the data on both the I mean, both the paths same time. Okay, what is the example for this? It's like an walkie talkie, and some of the military they use some of the frequencies, and small distance phones. Those phones, nobody encrypt, or nobody uh, can decode the data. For that they use the this type of communication systems. And walkie talkies have some of the mobile or handset. They can able to speak for like a very limited distances. They can use some different frequency sets. Okay, always whatever the frequency you set from this side as transmitter frequency, the other side you need to set the receiver frequency. For example, if you have two frequencies, 100 and 200, how the communication will work? Or you have two handset, and there is an option to set the frequency, some settings frequency on a mobile handset, like not our mobile, like some custom mobiles, they have the frequency. You need to fine tune that. The transmitter option you put 100, and receiver option you put 200 on phone one, handset one. The other handset or walkie talkie, you need to for transmitter you put the 200, receiver you put the 100. That time the communication will happen, because the frame frequency you need to set. How it is, like when you are the FM station, they have some the band frequency, okay, might be 93 point something, like I didn't remember that exact number. Whatever the frequency, when you fine tune on your mobile the same frequency, you can get the data. Like once you put on the same frequency 93.4 red FM something, you will get the FM channels. The same thing on a like two persons in a some limited distance, might be 500 or 1 kilometer range. When they put the same frequencies for frequency transmitting and receiving, they can able to get that. The same way, when B want to send the data, B's transmitting is A's receiver, A's transmitting is B's receiver. Okay, this is the off duplex communication. Every device, okay, each device can send or receive at a certain time. Okay, they cannot able to make the communication. Okay, again these two having some limitations. Okay, we cannot use on our real time or current system. For that we have a full duplex mode. Remember, we always use the full duplex mode communications. Okay, whatever we are using, email, computer, mobile phones, or we don't have any restrictions. Two persons can able to send emails, like two persons can able to send the data or mobile phones at each time. Okay, and there won't be any restrictions here. This is the communication mode and different differences, each differences. Okay, as I said before, for example, if we have a one system, okay, okay, what happened? Okay, the this one is carrier sense multiple access or collision detection. For example, this is an A system, A B C D E F. Okay, these six systems are there. If for example A want to send some data to D, at the same time B want to send some data to C, what happens? Okay, uh, this is a protocol, okay, CSMACD, collision sense multiple access. And for example, what it will be do, first thing is A decided to send the data to D, okay, and A want to know that this is this is a shared path for all these six systems. Sometimes already, let us assume B is already sending some data, it is under the way. If A sends the data, what will happen? There would be a collision. Okay, collision. For this, what happens? The data from A to D will become failure. Okay, it cannot be sent the data from A to D. Okay, for that what it will be do, before that, before A sends the data, A sends some dummy packets on this path. Okay, to understand that the path is okay or not. The same like announcing something. Okay, if you want to uh, okay, if you want to go some heavy device, sorry, heavy travel vehicles or something, like sometimes on the road they would announce that, okay, okay, the big vehicle, big truck is going there during the time, the path should be clear, nothing on this way. Okay, first A will sends the data. Okay, the intention, the motto is A want to send the data to D, and A should ensure that nothing is there on that. Okay, it will sense that. Okay, it will sense that nothing is there. Okay, Where it is using on the off duplex systems. Like what I said, in off duplex is only one device can, it's a single path, only one can device can the send at a time. Okay, now A is sending data to D, at the time no other devices can use. How? By getting the announcement, by sending some dummy frames on these systems. Hey, I'll tell that, hey, now I wanna send the data to the system D. Okay, to on this path in a off duplex system, no other systems can send for some time. Okay, and A will start and A will be doing. Okay, for example, and after some time, like D want to send some data to B. What D will be do? D will be asked. Okay, not only this system, D will ask all the systems, like how they can do. They will have, we have some broadcasting frames or broadcasting IP address. By using the broadcasting, it will ask all other devices connected on the same path whether I can able to, the path is free now or not. Okay, for that we use this protocol. Okay, there is no signal on this path. After, first we need to ensure that there is no signal. After ensure that, then the devices can start the sending the data. Okay, you got it? Why we use CSMACD?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is because these two are like a simplex, off duplex or old ones. In this off duplex we use this mechanism CSMACD to avoid the failure communications. And nowadays we are not using anywhere these models. Okay, yeah, today's class is done. Any doubts?
Yeah, this CSMA and CD. This one we can use in only switch, or we can use some other devices also.
Only switch
Okay.
means, switch means layer 2.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, like a hub, or you can use like a modem, means whatever the device comes under layer 2. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Florence. Thanks for attending today's class. Okay.